Welcome back to Neverwinter Nights 2 Outward Edition.
Me?
Let's continue. Last time
Step with me. Come on.
Aldanon was kidnapped and one of the lords has the shard and we went to save him, but someone else took it. Okay, now we need to speak to Lord Nasher. So let's continue. I heard there was a battle at the Moonshine Mask. Is Malia? One of the 9 is dead. Yes. That is terrible news. Without her the 9 are weakened tremendously and she will be missed. The killer. Were you at least able to catch him? There was nothing I could do. He was there, then gone again. Then it seems there is little more to be done. I can dispatch the many started cloaks to the Moonshine Mask and Siren's home to look for clues. But as for what they can turn up, I do not know. It looks like justice has been denied this day. Nonetheless, you are to be congratulated for saving Lord Siren's life. Again, a lot of XP. Why didn't you tell me about Melia? Keeping her identity a secret was not meant to harm you or her, but there was too many uncertainties in these deaths as it stood to risk it. I'm sorry if you find it difficult to understand, but it was my decision to make, not yours. Well, I don't like being lied to or deceived, especially when I'm putting my life at risk. As I have said, it was my decision. It was not my intention to put her at risk, only to save the lives of people in Blacklight. If there was a trial, I would ask you to track down this murderer, but without one, I fear we will have to bide our time. And another matter has recently been brought to our attention. It seems that we have an even larger problem with Neverwinter than we first thought. I hope we are not intruding. It seems Neverwinter is quite active of late. I said I should tend to you later, after I am done here. My apologies, Lord Nasher, but the conversation before was a bit brief, and I did not think it would be best for both of our cities to wait any longer. Forgive my impatience. Ah, is this the Albumen, the squire I have heard so much about? Whoever she is, she's powerful, and she's masking it well too. I'm familiar with your exploits, and as exceptional as they are, I'm certain we could spend most of the day discussing them. Diplomacy, my lord. If this is an inappropriate time, I will take my leave. Success. No. I want you here. This merits your attention. This is Sydney Natale, our new ambassador from Loskan. She arrived earlier, and I had hoped to speak to you privately before the three of us met. Her associate is Kelvar, I believe. Well met, sir. It is my Kelvar is of no consequence. He is here to assist me, and silently. The news I bring concerns you, Lord Nasher, and I am most of all. So lifting you have arrived. I had hoped to speak to you before leaving in any event. Are you planning to put me on trial again with another false accusation? No. In fact, far from it. There has been miscommunication, so I have traveled from Luskan to straighten certain matters out. If they were left to rumor, gossip, or surface appearances, they might be misconstrued. You have recently had trouble with those who you believe affiliated with Luskan, when in fact they are not connected to or supported by us at all. I do not believe you, but please go on. This is entertaining. There are 4 towers in Luskan, each ruled by a skilled mage, and with 4 work tirelessly to aid Luskan and its people. But there is a self-master of the Fifth Tower who, as his title suggests, has overstepped his bounds. This mage is a man of the name Garius. Black Garius, I believe, is yet another title he uses. Silly, really. But he really does believe he casts a longer shadows than he does. Nevertheless, he has been quite industrious of late. Almost as industrious as you, my dear Harwoman. But he is not affiliated with our city or its interest, unlike you and your long-standing ties to service in Neverwinter. Sounds like this is Loskan problem, which is usually how they start in the first place. Ambassador Natale informed me earlier that she believed Black Garius began the war with their island neighbor Ruafem. Yes, and it has served as convenient means to distract Loskan from its real priorities. Regardless, Ruafem was an aggressor for quite some time, so action needed to be taken regardless. I believe the Lord's Alliance would have taken exception to that, so as do I. I am certain they would have, my lord. But since Ruafem attacked us first, it is our responsibility to deal with their aggression, and quickly. You can expect little else from island barbarians, really. You see, Ruafem believed that Loskan had stolen a precious artifact from them, a book called the Tomb of Itzkar. A powerful artifact, and not only can it suddenly disappear, lead two nations to war, but in the wrong hands it can be used to channel tremendous power. Then how can we reclaim it? That is a matter we feel best left to Neverwinter. The matter is a domestic one, as it turns out. But that is not all concerns us. We believe that Black Garius has made an alliance with someone known as the King of Shadows, a man or creature of whom we know very little. Garius was no doubt able to steal the Tomb of Itzkar with help from this ally, and use it to bolster his armies with golems awakened by his tomb. So you came here to tell us of the golem army? No, unfortunately, his ambition do not end here. We have received word that he intends to perform a powerful ritual within the lands of Neverwinter, with knowledge he has stolen from the very King of Shadow he serves. I have heard of the loss of your local sage, Aldanon, but I suspect he is part of this. I knew it all along. He is not guilty of being Garius' compatriot, if that is your belief. I think in such an instance a kidnapping would not have been needed. I suspect he was kidnapped to provoke the last of the missing pieces of the ritual. A ritual that will steal power from the King of Shadows and grant it to Garius. The exact power granted are not known to me or my fellow mages, which is further cause of concern, but I have told you all I know. You said Garius was in Neverwinter territory, but you don't know where? We felt it was not only our duty to clear up any ties you might believe exist between Loskan and this criminal, but also inform you of his whereabouts. He and his forces are in the ruined castle Crossroad Keep within Neverwinter lands. Normally, Loskan would not hesitate to take action against such a criminal, but with the confusion that has already occurred, we felt it was best to advise Lord Nasha and you of the situation and allow you to do what you feel is best. So you're denying what happened to Amber, that Loskan had no involvement? Yes, that is correct. Pardon me, but officially I have been asked to reinforce and reassure you of that fact. Logically, it would be foolish for Loskan to spark a war of two fronts, and not only that. Cover, enough! What happened at Amber was unfortunate, but Loskan would never condone such an action. You're lying. My dear girl, I would be careful with such words, lest you offend me. I have come in good faith, and you are in danger of throwing it back in my face. For the sake of spies, the assassins, the construction of Ember, you know nothing, had no involvement with any of it? That is correct, and all you have is my word, as your squire. I am sorry, Squire of Sky, as indicated, that does not seem to be enough. The matter of Luskan and Ember is for me to decide. We both are aware of the threat of this black Garius represents. If Luskan is interested in peace and cooperation, it is for the good of Neverwinter to respect that intention. If it is for the good of Neverwinter and its people, very well. I can't believe what I'm hearing. Is this how you protect your own people? Inconvenient. Chandra Jero, the strength of Neverwinter comes from its citizens, and you have shown me that now. But listen to me, there are greater threats to Neverwinter as we speak. What happened at Temper is unfortunate, but I believe the one responsible has been punished for that crime. If we carry the accusation further to Luskan, we do not believe it is warranted, and furthermore I am the one who sets policy in the court. This is not about one man or one village, this is about Neverwinter, and it is about protecting what exists. Lord Nasha, I had a friend, Elaine Netember, who barely escaped, but so many others. I know, and I'm sorry for their loss. But unless this Garius is stopped, I fear that another tragedy will occur, much greater than what occurred at Ember. Justice will come to those in time, but not today, and I need you to accept it. We all have burdens to bear, and if they must be carried so the people of Neverwinter may be safe, that is what must be done. Lord Nasher, Ambassador Natale, Crossroad Keep, I fear that... Silence, Kralver. Do not make me remind you again. Lord Nasher, forgive me, but Black Garius may have begun the ritual. Quick action is needed. I have done what I could to inform you of what we know. It is up to you to act if you wish. And Harborman, as further proof of my good faith and the good faith of Luskan, rest assured I will keep looking for information on this King of Shadows and any proof I can bring that Luskan had no involvement with Ember. I imagine such proof would come in time. Yes, girl, in fact I know it will. Thank you for hearing me. I realize these are difficult times for Neverwinter. It was not my intention to bring another, but Luskan could not remain silent while this threat to its softened neighbor loomed. Farewell. I have already dispatched the many starred clocks and troop to Crossroad Keep, and I want you to go as well. Garius must be stopped. I want you to leave as soon as you are able to travel, rescue Aldanon, and do anything in your power to stop the ritual Garius intended to perform. Lord Nasha, before I go, about the Luskan involvement with Ember. Luskan is not your concern this time. You have your orders, and I want you to focus on them. That is all. Let's load the save. We lost a lot of influence with Chandra. I want to correct that. We will skip a lot of the dialogue because I read it already. But let's do it again. And this time, not lose influence with Chandra.
Follow me is a bit of a strain. Well now, what do you want?
Okay. Nothing I could do. One thing you tell me. Blah blah blah. Diplomacy. Said guys in Neverwinter territory. So you deny what happened in Tember. You're lying. No, she's right, I believe you're lying too. The matter of Luskan Ember is for me to decide. I will not. If they are involved, then they should be made to answer it. I see, the Arborman and his lucky are swordsmen I ever heard. I do not accept you to understand the subtleties of state decline. Yeah, again influence with Chandra. No, he's right. This is about politics. This isn't about politics, it's about the people of Ember. You had to have known what was going to happen. And to let it just be conveniently forgotten like that, it's Chandra Jao, the strength now come from citizens. Listen to me. Okay, just as we come to those. Lord Nasher, silence. First, the lie about Malia. Now you're ignoring potential Laskan involvement in Neverwinter. Laskan is not your concern, that is all. Okay.
What do you want?
I hear you.
Okay. The master of the 5th tower. But first, let me change companions.
Oh, yes.
Go now.
Step with me. Come on. Follow along.
This is crossroad keep. Excuse me. Sorry about that.
Everyone, follow me.
Well now. What do you want?
Let's go. One different companions. Okay. Let's talk to Chandra.
Yeah? Something wrong?
No.
Is there something you need?
Okay. I want to take Grobnar, Eleni, and Bishop. Let's level up.
Yeah.
Bishop. Let's summon his companion and
Well now.
give him arrows.
What do you want?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am listening.
And Eleni. Elemental essence. Improve shifting. You use your wild shape ability 2 more times per day. Mobility, natural bond. Two weapon fighting. Let's see what is recommended. Extend spell. Improve shifting, 2 more times of shape shifting. Oaken resilience. You spend a wild shape to gain immunity to critical hits, poison, sleep, paralysis. Okay, this is good. And let's gain another level. Level 6. This one. This, no. Level 2. Body of the Sun, level 1. Okay, let's summon Aldanon and
I believe so.
Yes.
plus 4
Well
wisdom.
now, what do you want?
Okay, now let's go. Crossroad Keep.
The chamber is ready, Master Garius. The ritual may begin whenever you wish.
Very well. Where are the Shadow Priests?
They took their leave, Master, once they were done preparing the chamber for the ritual.
Deal with them when we are done here. After this night, we shall have no further use for them, or their King of Shadows.
It shall be as you command, Garius.
Then let us begin the ritual. Order the rest of the Brotherhood here at once. After all, we wouldn't want to keep Neverwinter waiting.
Muhahaha. Evil.
That farmer. They didn't even bury him. They just left him for the vultures.
If so, the vultures won't get much meat off him. He's been charred pretty badly.
Show some respect for the dead, Bishop.
Little girl, farmers living too far from a well-traveled road or town die all the time. Something you've barely avoided up to now. This one, at least he died quick. Looks like a fireball burned his worthless body to ash.
Enough, this isn't the time for arguments.
I'm with the many-starred cloaks. This way, quickly, before you give us away. The Luskins changed guard shifts around this time, moving men in and out of the keep. We can't waste any time. We were able to translate some of the writing in that journal you recovered from Arvon. And if we're right, something very bad is taking place in there. I recommend we strike hard and fast, hopefully taking them by surprise and disrupting their plans.
What are you up against?
Around 20 Luskin soldiers in the courtyard, most of them asleep, and a handful more inside the keep. The arcane Brotherhood wizards will be more of a challenge, but we can handle them.
I take it you've done this sort of thing before.
Luskin sends in spies all the time. We're very good at removing them.
Any case, what's our next move?
Looks like there's still some time before the next shift change. So let's sit back and let them sleep a little longer, shall we? It's time! The Luskins are opening the doors. Ready?
I'm ready, stay close and follow me.
Time for a...
Yeah.
I have my eye on our enemy here.
Die.
The doors! Get to the doors!
We're under attack! You men, get back in there and seal the doors! Rally to me! Push these dogs back!
Damn it, Nave, Sevan. I want this door open now. Sorry about the delay, this should take only a moment. It's alright, battle is usually unpredictable. Well, we're being counterspelled. I don't think we're going to be able to open the doors from this side. Wonderful, looks like the Brotherhood has a few tricks of their own. Alright. Backup plan. I know this keep is an escape tunnel somewhere. I want you to find the tunnel exit and use it to get inside the keep. I'm getting a little tired of these orders. Once you're inside, kill whatever wizards are countering your spells so we can open the door. The tunnel entrance would be to the mountains far beyond these walls, where invaders should be unlikely to look. I will mark the likely region on your map. I will go to have a look then. Make it fast, Belwar. Looks like weather about to turn against us. Bishop gain another level. Favored enemy. Dragon's Elf, Elemental Fey, Giant. What's recommended? Outsiders. Enormous Fey, Dragon's Swords. Okay, outsiders. Route recommended, dodge. By following an ancient druidic ritual, your companion's natural attack is suffused with the power of the silver and fully effective against rapid shot. Many shots. You already have that. Improve rapid shot. You already have that. Okay, let's take dodge. Level 4 spell, animal growth. Command growing size and strength. Okay. And plus 8 with the strength bonus. Okay. Level 1. Blaze of fire.
Well,
Oh, yes.
Something you want? Everyone, follow me.
Yeah.
Yes.
I believe so.
Okay. Let's find that secret entrance.
This load is a bit of a strain.
This cloak. Plus 2 to saving throws on the vessel.
Yeah.
Nice.
I believe so.
Half plate.
This load is a bit of a strain.
Okay. Let's loot these corpses. Now let's go. Crossroad keep escape tunnel.
Yeah. Let me for green.
I believe so.
Let's buff ourselves.
I am listening. Hot. Here.
Everyone, follow me! Utos Rigoleska.
No.
Proceed to X.
Now let's save and go. Beatles.
Take this!
Nature will have its say. For their play and all within it.
This load is a bit of a strain. This load is a bit of a strain.
Okay, let's continue. Follow me.
Stick with me. Come on. Follow along. Time for a bit of the game. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Tap.
Pull your weapon. And don't let up. Touch me.
Only for experience. Come on, man.
This load is a bit of a strain. This load is a bit of a strain.
Let's use some of these potions. Okay, let's go. Oh, I say, remember you. You were the one with those interesting silver shards. Although I'm afraid I'm not certain if I introduced myself the first time we met, did I? Yes, you did, Aldanon. Excellent, good to see I haven't completely forgotten my manners. Tend to be a little forgetful at times, you know. I'm aware, we're here to rescue you. Oh yes, that's right, I was captured, wasn't I? Truth be told, I totally forgot about it. They gave me these tomes and some peace and quiet, and well, I suppose I just lost track of time. You see, these books, they all concern some sort of horrific ritual, something about bringing shadows and power to all the recipients involved. I haven't forgotten all the details down yet. I want to go through study first, but it all seems terribly threatening. Don't care for it at all. Why would they have these books? I suspect they intend to invoke those dark arts. If so, they'd best be careful. The slightest disruption could have lethal consequences. Mark my words, it always pays to triple check all your words and post guards to prevent interruptions if you ever plan to do something of the sort. You know, it does remind me of this one time where I had my words down to let a messenger in and the kidnapper struck completely uns. Can you focus on getting you out of here, please? Well now, I don't know if there's any hurry to leave really. I'm certainly not concerned, and there's all these wonderful books. Granted, my captures may have been an unusual way of getting my attention, but they didn't seem to want to hurt me once they had me. They were quite civil. What did they want with you? Well, to talk really, about the same things we discussed, if I recall correctly. The black Garius fellow was very interested in the King of Shadows, or was it Black Garius? No matter. He was a little disappointed I couldn't tell him much, but he was kind and he said he'd let me think it over. See if anything popped into my head before he locked it off. So he threatened to kill you? Oh yes, but he was smiling when he said it, so I doubt he meant seriously. As I said, a clever fellow, quite the witnasher, could take some lessons really. Was there anything else? Oh well, we discussed the shards, of course, talk quite a bit about those, and more you have the greater the resonate, and how you have them more, and it should hunt you down to get them more. Actually, we had some good conversations. They asked very pointed questions, not at all like the interrogation, and no torture was involved. They could be performing this ritual right now. Oh, I doubt they're doing anything of the sort. I told them that it would be unwise, might cause an untold damage. Well, to everyone except themselves. They seemed to agree, and were quite receptive to my advice. You young people worry too much about your elders. We're not the ones running headlong into danger all the time. They lie to you. Look, how do we stop the ritual? Well, stopping it would be easy. Simply do what you young people do best. Kick down the door and make a lot of noise, like my gardener after one too many swigs from his wineskin. Do you know where they might do this ritual? They would need a lot of room and privacy for the ritual, so I would simply find a large room with heavy doors and a lot of chanting. That would be the one. Then I'm going to find them, get out of here, and warn Neverwinter. Well, alright. As long as I could come back later, you know, save these books, I mean. They even have a copy of the Tome of the Wild Dark. Get out of here and warn Neverwinter now! Alright. I will leave at once. This whole ruckus is probably about nothing, as usual. Just like my kidnapping in Black Lake.
One thing. I had a favor, really. I keep hearing about this tome of Ilkazar, and if I recall correctly, it has a few fascinating chapters on golem craft.
So,
Well, if we were to get a hold of it, we might be able to use it to help upgrade the construct. I mean, he's walking around and healthy as golems go. But I only know so much about golems. There may be something I missed that could help him that would be in the tome.
sounds good. If you can restore him completely, he'll be an asset.
That's what I say. So glad you agreed. I was worried this was one of those times when I had a bad idea.
Okay. Activate the construct. How many things on construct should be reactivated? If the runes on it out of it were redrawn, he believes that you can do that given the proper material. So far you have found a vial of water from the glowstone caverns, which will serve as suitable substance to the original ink, and old tomb contains the ancient golem cave. Before Goblin can begin working on construct, you will need to find a sample of the original runes. Okay. Let's continue. Let's go.
Let's get them.
Nice work. I don't suppose you left any for us. What? Why bother? You wouldn't have done anything anyway. Don't let him bother you. It's always like this. Very well. In any case, we still need to stop Aldanon and the rest of the Arcane Brother. Fine. Another safe is heading back to Neverwinter. Glad to hear about it. Now what's going on? I feel weak. It's all Black Garius ritual. We need to stop it. Black Garius here. Our chances against him are slim, and I'm being optimistic. We still need to stop him. You're right, of course. Lead the way. Okay. What is this? Okay. A lot of scrolls and rings and gold. Potions. Let's drink potion of bark skin. Summon creature. Let's do inspire defense because we need a lot of defense. Let's go. Require a key. What? Where is the key? I need a key. Where is the key? I think I'm forgetting something. Here's the key, okay.
This load is a bit of a strain.
Okay. Now let's go. You may not pass, bellowed Isengard. Our kings forbid it. Garius will be reborn this night. Reborn? What are you talking about? Reborn in darkness, and freed from this mortal shell. Garius will join the King of Shadows, become one of the eternal dark, ever living, ever serving. He'll become undead, you mean? Undead? What is it about a word? But a word. To join with the king is not to become some stumbling corpse, but to say such words and see truth of that. Light is illusion, shadow is truth. Our king is truth. Garius will join with them, become an extension of his will. Is that not reward? Is that not paradise? You will not delay me here. Draw your weapon. Come forth, brothers and sisters. Help us in the name of the king. Let's cast this. Amulet.
Me?
Amulet of pure evil. One used by evil, plus 3 charisma, plus 3 wisdom.
Step with me. Come on.
Cloak.
Follow along.
Protection against good.
Yeah.
Something you want?
Step with me. Come on. Follow along. This load is a bit of a strain.
Okay, let's save and go to stop Black Garius. Go. The bookcase.
This load is a bit of a strain.
Summon creature. Summon undead.
This load is a bit of a strain. I believe so.
Okay. Oh, this doesn't look good. My, it's another one of those blade golems. And so well crafted too. Those blades look like they could cut through stone. Bring that thing down.
Let's have at it. This load is a bit of a strain.
Okay, let's cast another bless. Save. And go. Maybe we cast Entropic Shield. Me. And on Goblin. Okay.
You four, ignore them. Keep concentrating. The rest of you, kill them.
Okay, go up now. Do curse and this one. You do this one.
idiots! You're not focusing!
You're the idiot.
What have you done to me?
You've done that yourself. Master of the fifth tower. What in the nine hells was going on here? The power here is what I felt at the heart of the mail. It's almost as strong. We have stopped this ritual, but we should remain on our guard. Shadows will still try to place in those bodies. We need to report back to Neverwinter immediately and tell Lord Nasha what happened here. We should search for anything important the Brotherhood might have left behind first. Make it fast. Okay. Tower shield plus 2.
Something you want?
Yeah, tower shield plus 5. Let's level her up. What shall I give her? Heavy weapon optimization. Armor proficiency. When you're wearing heavy armor, lessen the armor check penalty by 1. Increase the armor focus by 1. Let's give her power critical short sword.
I believe so.
Okay.
This load is a bit of a strain.
I need to sell a lot of this shit, crap. What are these boots? Plus 2. Dodge.
Something you want?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well now, what do you want?
Pause. Let's get rid of some of these scrolls.
Yeah? Something wrong?
Some way I can help?
I think I got some pieces for the
Oh,
console.
really? Let me see. When we get back home, I'll experiment.
Magic wand. Advanced arcane, personal defense. Ring. Ring of clear fat, plus 2 intelligence. And Black Garius, what does he have? Silver shard, plus 1 attack. Damage magical. And ring. Ring of lesser power. Plus 1 regeneration.
Yes.
Follow me.
Yes.
Follow me, everyone.
Everyone,
Grab
follow
a buddy
me.
and let's head out. Follow me, everyone.
I am
Grab
listening.
a buddy and let's head out.
Oh, yes.
Well now, what do you want?
Okay. I need to speak with Nate. No? Who do I need to speak to? What? I need to return. Okay. To return to Lord Nasha.
Follow me, everyone.
Well,
Grab a buddy and let's head out.
what do you want?
Need to sell a lot of crap. You can't leave right now. What do you mean? What? What is going on here? Why can't I leave? There. Ready to go? Yes, let's go. Sivan, get some men down to the hall. This lost filth out of the keep. Should we bury them? Don't bother, just pile them up and burn them. And see if you can get the glowing door upstairs open as well. Don't want to leave any surprises for the next tenant. He's not dead. We will hear again from him.
Forgive me, Master Aldanon. I'm afraid I do not understand.
Very well. Let us set aside the broader metaphor of the stone and narrow our attention to the fact that it has been cleft in two, which, while not a fact, is a smaller metaphor than the first. You see, at first glance, the two halves both appear as separate stones, but they were both once one stone, yet not. Do you follow?
Ah, welcome. I was just speaking with Master Aldanon concerning one of the prisoners you recovered from Garius. A woman, but not of Neverwinter or Luskan, or even perhaps this plane of existence. The prisoner has asked for you, personally. I was hoping you might be able to help us out concerning her identity, or her intentions. Aldanon has a theory, but I'm afraid...
If you both would simply listen! The comparison to a rock, a big rock, is a simple one, almost perfect. This prisoner you have, it seems that she is of the same stone as the Githyanki, but yet she is not. You see, both were once one people. At one time, even though time is a very difficult thing to measure depending on the plane. And that's not counting time in the astral plane or on...
Forgive me, Aldanon. Is this prisoner a threat or not?
Oh, I don't know that. I do know that the Gitzerai and the Githyanki have been in a state of war for millennia. It is common knowledge.
Of course, an oversight on my part.
So, I should think if your young lieutenant here, well met again by the way, you seem to be everywhere, is hunted by the Githyanki, then the Gitzerai and this Gitzerai prisoner would be allies by default. But I could be mistaken. I suppose we could see if she tries to kill any of us. But that test has numerous procedural flaws in its execution, if you will pardon the semantics. She seemed reasonable enough when we spoke together in Crossroad Keep, but there was a foot of stone between us, which is notoriously hard for a blade to cut through to kill someone on the other side. And speaking of Crossroad Keep, I am rather anxious to return there, so if you would both excuse me, I will set out there at once to see if we can dig anything out of the library there. Good day, and I hope the prisoner doesn't attempt to kill you. She didn't seem the type, but you know how assassins are.
Despite the advice of Master Aldanon, I think it would be best if you simply spoke to the prisoner and let this matter sort itself out, without further speculation.
I felt your presence before my eyes fell upon you, Kalakcha. Step forward. Let me look upon you.
They said you asked for me by name.
Your name. Your name is not how I know you. Know this name our enemies have draped upon you. This Kalakcha. Its sound travels far, even reaching the ears of my people. At first, my people thought our enemies had erred, that they did not know that of which they speak. But here, now, as you stand in my presence, I see the truth. I did not think it possible, but the key by which you may know yourself lies within you. I know much of the problems that beset your people and mine. The reason behind these attacks upon your heart and home. You will have no greater ally in this than I. In exchange for my aid, it is my will I be freed, so that I might travel with you and aid you against these enemies.
Why do you wish to travel with me?
This cell is abhorrent to me. It is a shackle of stone encasing me. It causes memories of the ways of the Illithids to surface in my mind. I have borne this indignity because I knew that it would bring you to me, and a greater truth will be known.
So in exchange for what you know, you only ask to travel with me?
I heard you were here. You fought bravely, and we took them almost completely by surprise. You are to be commended, both for your efforts and the lives spared this day. Had you not been there, we would have many less brave men standing with us today, along with what may be the key to taking this battle to our enemies.
In freeing me, know you have gained more than you ever would have torn from the lips and thoughts of our enemies.
Then speak. Aldanon does not think you are allied with these enemies, these Githyanki, and his word carries weight with me, fortunately for you.
Then know the trade between us is this. Release me from this prison. Let my path become that of the Kalakcha. In return, I will grant you the knowing of this threat, and all the darkness its shadow casts.
We promise an honest hearing, and if your tale rings true, we will grant your freedom.
Then listen to me, and know this threat for what it is. But we cannot do it here, in this prison, where my words echo, and the shadows fall thick around us.
And why should we allow your freedom until we hear what you have to say?
Because if you deny me that, then anything I can do to aid you will prove useless. I seek to know this plane, this world that I am to help you save, and to speak honestly to it, so that it might hear what strikes at its heart. And that means that I must see your lands, what you would spill blood for, and what you have spilled blood for.
Then I know of just the place where you can see what we fight for. Make your way back to Crossroad Keep as soon as you are able. I shall meet you there.
Okay, Chandra. Let's take Gobnar and Bishop.
Yes.
He's the Shavi, משהו כזה. Something like that. Let's give her another portrait. And give her some armor.
Yes.
Step with me. Come on.
Yes.
Follow along.
She's a cleric. Of a neutral. Okay. Combat casting. Power. Extra turning. Arm wheel. Spell resistant. Knowledge domain. Internal dead. Okay, wisdom.
Me?
Make your path
something you want?
Yeah.
Tower shield. +2.
I cannot make your path mine.
Ah, she can't wield it. Fist of the Legion. Okay.
I believe so.
Okay. We'll continue this next episode. Please like, comment and subscribe, and see you next time. Bye bye.